Hi, welcome to Susan's Kitchen Corner, and this is another introduction. Thought I might do one. It's been a year and I've been on YouTube. Wow, I have to say wow, because I heaved and hawed over the idea for such a long time, going, oh my god, what's going to happen, what's going to happen, what's going to happen, what's, over a million ways in my mind going, okay, we're just going to do it and see what happens. And it's been a year, and I have quite a few videos. They're not chopped up, and because most videos you have the music, then you have the some people the title in, and then they have all this editing going on. I do not. I go from point A to point B to point C to point D, and there's no cutting in. So if you're watching me cook something, I'm actually cooking it at real time. I'm not speeding up going, okay, here's one item, cut, here's the item done. So I think that's my catch, because everyone says you have to have a catch. So my catch is I do cooking in real time, so you can see what the food looks like in real time. And you're probably going to hear about my gas rant. If you haven't heard it, I do apologize, but I don't like gas. I have a gas oven and I cook on a gas stove, and I won't go that deep into it, but there is a big difference between gas and electric. And when you cook food and you're like, oh well, I'm watching the video and the person's cooking on a gas stove, but I have an electric, why isn't it turning out the same? Because medium low on gas is different from medium low on electric. So if someone's cooking with gas, always think in your mind, well, wait, I gotta turn that up a little bit higher and watch the food. I'm not saying like turn it up to complete high, but what you want to do is you want to turn it up. Like if they say low, turn it up to medium low. If they say medium, turn it up to medium high. Every stove out there is going to work different. There's no two stoves that work alike, so you just have to play with it. Try cooking eggs. If you turn it up too high and the eggs are bubbling, that's too high. So just it's getting used to what you have if you're a new cook. Baking in a gas oven is not fun. They actually sell stuff out there to enhance the baking experience, and you can actually line your oven with bricks if you want. I'm not going to do that because this is not my oven, because I live in an apartment. But people do line their ovens with gas ovens with brick to make the even heat distribution, so it browns their baking wares or bread and baking stuff like that. And again, what my video is about is basically utilizing. Okay, if you watch all of my videos, they're very simple meals. Yes, I got a few complicated ones in there, and it's just me, but they're very, very simple recipes. Like if you have, okay, like you make homemade beans, homemade flour tortillas, homemade corn tortillas. What you want to do basically is eat plain through the week. Very plain, very unexciting, because here we want to save the money. It's not about going out and seeing a recipe and saying, oh, I want to make creme de asparagus with some other fancy name, and oh, it's going to cost me $34 for all the ingredients, and there's going to be only meal enough for 2 people. And if you add that up day after day after day, that spends your money away. If you eat out, bye money. But the thing is, save the meals that you want to enjoy. I know that sounds like a bad thing, but it isn't. That you want to really enjoy for the weekend. Or pick one day out of the week. Or 2 days maybe. I'm not saying deprive yourself of a good meal. But if you want to save money, have 2, 1, or 3 days that you really go out of your way and you make a special meal. So it's something to look forward after you come, because you come home from work and the last thing you want to do is get in the kitchen and just start tearing into stuff and making stuff. My meals, you make, homemade cooking, you have to go into it slowly if you want to do it. Very slowly. You want to do things, try a recipe out, try another recipe out, because what you're doing is you're putting your little feelers out and you're saying, well, what's easy? You're finding a pattern, and you have to find a pattern what works for you. So if you're going to make 8 tortillas, make 8 tortillas. And you have to incorporate this system into your I think this is coming back from my times in when I lived in now. I got the hand gestures going here, but you want to ease yourself into home cooking, because it can be a little bit overwhelming, but once you get the hang of it and you have a back stock of tortillas in the freezer, a back stock of bread in the freezer tortillas, this is me. But once you get that back stock filled up in your freezer, then you're going to say, wow, this is really cool. I can come home, grab a handful of frozen soup cubes, stick them in a pot. Maybe you want a little bit more. Maybe you have some noodle, a meat noodle dish you want to also thaw out. Throw some of the completely frozen, throw some of the soup cubes in a pot, throw the meal in the pot and let it simmer. The soup cubes melting will absorb into the noodles and keep the noodles from burning, so you have a nice meal that has a nice flavor to it. So it's mix and matching everything. My meals you can mix and match. You can have the tortillas with eggs for breakfast. You can have, I don't have everything memorized right now. I should have like a little board maybe and write all the little lines and stuff to it. Do like a presentation. Welcome to Susan's Kitchen Corner, where we work on the cake. Yes, I am goofy and I hope I'm funny, or either I'm really extremely boring. So it's either one of those two. So I hope you like me. Easing into it, and then once you get the hang of it, then you can really go out and then you'll know what to do. It's trial and error. I make mistakes all the time. That's how you learn. I mean, I'm not going to say, I have plenty of episodes where I'm having a really good time and I'm cooking, and I have other episodes where I'm like, wow, I had a hard day and I only have this much ingredients. I have one take. That's it. I don't have anyone behind. I don't have any backup behind me. I don't have anyone like, Rachel Ray's got her people. Well, Paula Dean had her people. And I don't have that. It's like if I am cooking right in front of you, that's all I have. If I mess up, and I have messed up a couple times, and that's it. That's one take. So it's either that take or no take. It's like one episode when I was still experimenting, I made a batch of cookies and I made 64 and my husband was ecstatic. Can't say he didn't like that episode, but I made 64 and I had to split them with some of the neighbors, or our apartment manager took most of them. And I just wanted, because I wanted the presentation, I wanted to show what the cookies look after. That's another thing that's kind of hard. Can't do a web page. That's not possible. I can't. Facebook's not a good idea. I tried Facebook, and that kind of clashed between my Facebook, and I don't have enough time, and so I'm just going to leave it as the videos. I'm experimenting right now on adding the picture in front, but I'm not going to do that with all the videos because it just takes too long. So I'm just going to edit as best I can. I have so much time in the day. If I had more, it'd be great, but that's about it. So I'm glad you watched. See, I'm coming through. I'm glad you're watching the videos. I do have followers. I have, it says I have 12 followers, but it also says I also have more, but it's not updated. So it's always a glitch in something, isn't there? So I appreciate the people who are watching me and support me, and there must be more out there because the numbers keep on going up, and that's a good thing. So I think I'll just make this 10 minutes and not yammer on anymore. So thank you very much, and toodles. And maybe I can hit the right button this time. I always hit the wrong button.